You're listening to episode 322 of the Membership Guys podcast. Today we're talking all about how to sell your membership alongside an existing online course. Here we go.
You're listening to the Membership Guys podcast, bringing you proven, practical tips and advice from the leading experts on growing a successful membership business each and every week. And now, here's your host, Mike Morrison.
Well, hello there. Welcome to this week's episode of the Membership Guys podcast. I'm your host, Mike Morrison, one half of the Membership Guys. Today we're talking all about selling a membership alongside an existing established online course. So it's not uncommon for many people who are selling products online, who are essentially selling their knowledge, their experience, and their expertise, to do so in a multitude of different ways. To sell ebooks, to sell real physical books, to do paid podcasts, and of course, online memberships, online courses, and a whole range of different things in between. Now, while many people will focus on one core business model, even if you've kind of got that nailed and that is the centerpiece of your business, there'll come a point where you might look to introduce another product into that ecosystem. And so you get a lot of people, particularly who have an online course, so a signature premium online course that is the main thing they sell, who might be looking to add an online membership into the mix. And this is a combination, courses and memberships, that can work extremely well if you get the strategy right. So we're really focusing on selling a membership that's directly connected. It's intertwined, it's interlinked with an existing online course, where your strategy for selling the membership is firmly rooted in your strategy for how you sell and deliver your course. Now, of course, you can sell memberships and online courses without the need for them to be intertwined, without the need for them to be closely linked. You can sell them as completely separate standalone products, and indeed many people do. So, they could be totally different things. You've got courses for certain topics, you've got memberships for other topics, and, you might offer one as an upsell to the other. You might run promotions where if someone joins your membership for a limited time, they'll get half price off one of your existing courses too. So you can absolutely sell courses and memberships as standalone products and have some promotional crossover without needing to have product crossover. If you want to get a little fancier, a little more advanced, there's a strategy called the Splinter Course Strategy, which is something that we teach inside Membership Academy, whereby if you have a membership that has multiple courses inside it as part of your membership content, you can pull those out and you can sell those separately as standalone products too. And you can do this to create an additional revenue stream, or if you really want to make this strategy work, you can use these splinter products. So these products that are just derived from small elements of your membership, you can use them to drive extra sales to your membership site. So you promote them as kind of, hey, buy this course for $97 or get access to it and all of our other courses for just $47 a month in the membership. So if you have lots of short courses, generally 2 to 3 hours, almost mini courses, then that splinter course model is a one that you might consider. We talk about it more in episode 202 if you head to themembershipguys.com/202, or if you're an Academy member, we have a whole masterclass training on the splinter course sales strategy. So this is all to say that there's ways in which you can sell courses and sell memberships without them necessarily needing to be interlinked. But I really want to focus in this episode on two models in particular for those situations where your course and your membership are a little more symbiotic. They are more intertwined, and your membership is used in a way that's a bit more integral to your course. So there's two models I want to cover in this episode. Now, these two models are best suited for someone who already has one core signature course or program that they will typically charge a premium for. So a single course, your signature offering, where you're going to be pricing it anywhere from $500 to $3,000. And generally speaking, even though you're looking to bring a membership into the mix, the plan will likely be that this course is still your core product, is still your crown jewel, your signature, your main attraction. So If that's you, if you're in that situation where you've got that premium course, it's priced probably around $1,000 to $2,000, maybe as low as $500, maybe as high as, $3 or $4. That kind of big, epic signature course. And you want to figure out how you can add a membership into the mix. Two main ways of doing it. The first is the simultaneous model. So this is where you sell your signature course as normal, but in addition to the option to simply purchase or enroll in the course, you also offer a premium level, a premium experience that includes access to an ongoing membership. So potential students, potential buyers will have two choices. First option, they can purchase your course, they can get access to all the training and the resources that you currently offer, but essentially it's all self-study. Maybe there's a limited amount of hands-on support during the course itself if you deliver in real time, but after that period, after 6 to 8 weeks, however long your course runs for, they're on their own. They can dip into the course, they still have access to the course, but other than that, you've delivered, they're done, they're left with the course, and essentially they're on their own to implement. So that's the basic option. Whatever it is, that you're already delivering for your course, that's essentially the standard option that people have. But this new second option that you bring in enables people to enroll in the course, get all of the material and so on, but also get access to your membership. And in that membership, they're getting extra resources, bonuses. They get a community. They get extra support, extra live Q&As and all that sort of stuff, not just throughout the course or not just for that first 6 to 8 weeks, but beyond that course as well. So with this approach, you would typically give them membership access for a fixed period. So either 6 months or 12 months of your membership included in their initial purchase of the premium version of your course. Then if they want to continue, this will either rebill, so they'll either be rebilled at a lower amount per year, or they switch to monthly automatically at the end of that initial period. So they might have the option to buy the course for $500 or choose the premium option, the all-in option, the platinum option, whatever you want to call it, for $1,000 and receive the full course plus 12 months access to your awesome membership, where you also get X, Y, and Z support that will help you to better implement, to get faster results and all of that sort of stuff. And then that membership renews every year for just $500 or it switches to $50 a month for as long as they stay a member. So that's one way of doing it, to essentially offer your membership as a value add in order to create a premium version of your course experience. If you want to go it alone, if you just want the course, you can buy the course and it'll be great and it'll deliver all the things that you want. But if you want to work together, if you want to be part of the group, if you want to be part of the community as you study the course and get support beyond it, you want to go all in on the premium version, which will cost you more. You get the course, but the real magic happens in the membership. So that's the simultaneous model. You turn your course, your signature course, you turn that into a 2-tiered offering. Tier 1, basic, standard, you'll call it the gold option, and then you'll call the next one platinum, or you give it, more creative names than that. Your standard option, you get the course as you always have done, you get whatever you normally would get with the course, but the all singing, all dancing, all access accelerator version, the version that gets them there quicker, the version that gets them there with greater ease, the version where they're getting all the support and all these extras that will not only help them achieve what they would have achieved with the course, but it's doing it in a way in which they're not on their own, and it's likely to get them even better results because they have all these extra great resources. So your simultaneous model, you turn your signature course into a 2-tier offering, and the second tier is where your membership comes in as that huge value add. So that's one approach to selling your membership alongside a course. An alternative to this is to have what is called a back-end membership. So this back-end strategy is essentially a membership which follows on from someone completing your course. So they do the course, and then when they've done the course, they're offered the opportunity to join the membership. Your membership is only available for your course alumni, your graduates, to join. You need to have completed the course in order to become part of the membership. And when you get in there, you know that everybody in there has the same fundamental starting information. Everyone's starting at the same point. You've all kind of learned the core curriculum, the core material. And so you're a lot better aligned with your fellow members and you're ready to hit the ground running on what comes next. Now, within that back-end membership, you could either provide them with the additional support and resources to help them implement what they've just learned in the course, or your membership is where you help them to move on to the next level beyond where your course has taken them to. So your course helps them nail the entry-level stuff, the fundamentals, and your membership is the more advanced stuff that builds on that foundation and takes them even further. Or it might just be that your back-end membership is purely a community. It's just a hangout spot. It's just an alumni community. It doesn't aim to move people forward. There's no extra content, no extra material. It's just totally community focused in providing a place for your students to connect and to chat, for you to maybe tell them about anything else you've got on offer, any events that you're doing. But ultimately, it's just somewhere for your students to go after they've completed the course. Now, typically, that more community-focused offering would generally be a lower cost, but it's still something that would be of value to your students. So whether it's an alumni community, whether it's a place for implementation support for your course, or whether it's somewhere to learn the next level stuff, the main idea of how you use your membership is that it's sold on the back end after your course has completed, and it is exclusively only open to people who have first purchased your course. It's not open to the public. I can't just come along and say, oh, hey, they've got a course and they've got a membership. I'm just going to go straight to the membership. Everyone joining your membership has to have taken the course first. So that's the back-end membership model. Sell the course first, then promote the membership on the back end. Now, typically this approach works best if you're delivering your course in real time, or if you have a tech setup whereby you can trigger an offer to join the membership when someone's completed the course. But most of the time it's going to be connected to a real-time course delivery. And when delivering your course in real time, you'll typically schedule some sort of event or webinar, or even something like a graduation party for your course students once that course experience is done and the whole curriculum of the course has been taught. This event gives you an opportunity to promote the membership and extol the benefits of sticking around. Another tip when it comes to back-end memberships, offer your course alumni a set amount of time for free as an incentive to continue into the membership after they're done with the course. So the first 30 days of the membership are free. You might even consider including this as a bonus for your course off the bat. Essentially, this just gives people a trial. It gives them an opportunity to see what your membership is all about and to get them to take that action fast in becoming a part of that back-end membership. This can help ensure that momentum from your course continues and to give them a taste of what your membership offers so they can better understand the benefits of sticking around. And the biggest thing that will help you to determine which type of model to use, a simultaneous model or a back-end model, is identifying where your membership ultimately fits in your audience's overall journey. So this means zooming out a little bit and looking at what it is the typical person in your audience is trying to achieve. We always say people don't join a membership to stand still. They have a goal they're trying to accomplish. They have a destination in mind, a transformation they want to undergo, results that they are seeking, a journey that they are on. So you need to figure out what is that big picture. Where are your members, your students, when you first encounter them, when they first enroll in your course? And ultimately, where are they trying to get to? Not just when they've completed your course, but overall, what is their ultimate goal? And then, looking at that journey, consider which part of that journey your course fits into. Does your course actually take them all the way from A to Z? Or does your course take them from A to C? And then after that, maybe they need some more support. So what do they actually need after they've completed your course in order to reach their ultimate goal or to make it through the next stages in their journey? You know, if someone wants to travel around the world, chances are they're not just going to hop in an aeroplane right outside their door and just circle the globe in one go, right? They're going to need a car for some of the journey, maybe a train for part of it. Perhaps they go by sea for another part of it. They might even walk for some of it. And they'll have different plane trips and they'll need to refuel at different spots. If your course is the aeroplane that flies them from London to New York, okay, what do they do next? Do they need to get a car to go cross country? Do they need another plane? Are they getting in a train? Right? Okay. Break down that journey. Look at what they need at different stages and different phases of that journey. Consider, does your course cover the entire way? And if you've not actually created your course yet and you were thinking you were going to try and cover the entire process from A to Z, then again, think about, is it the most suitable vehicle to get them from A to Z, or should your course take them from A to C or whatever? Map out that journey, get a good understanding of what that journey actually looks like, where your course fits, and that will help you determine what else they might need at different stages. So what do they need after they've completed your course to get to that goal, to push through those next stages? And if your course only takes them part of the way, then you're more likely to look at whether you could continue the journey in a back-end membership. Alternatively, if your course does cover everything they need to know and everything they need to do to go from A to Z, then what could you provide via an additional complementary membership that runs simultaneously that would accelerate their journey, that would make the journey easier, that would help them avoid giving up, that would help them avoid being distracted and taken off track? Could that stuff be facilitated in a membership that they're enrolled in simultaneously to them following your course? So it's all about that bigger picture and figuring out, where does your course fit in the journey of an average student, and does it make sense to bring a membership into the mix to either help them get to where they want to go quicker and with greater ease, or to help take them the rest of the way once your course has taken them through the initial stages? Or should a membership not even come into the equation? So when you're offering a membership alongside a course in the ways that we've described, you really, really need to get clarity on the connection between your course and your membership, and really nail the way in which you communicate this to your audience. If someone is paying good money for your course, why do they also need the membership? Why doesn't your course do everything? You've got to be really, really deliberate and mindful about setting expectations here. This can be easier to do with a simultaneous membership model because you're presenting two options up front. You're breaking down, if you take option A, this is what you get. Option B, this is what you get. So people are making the clear choice on how they want to proceed and what they're getting. It's easier to set and manage those expectations. But with a back-end membership, it can be a little trickier. Because if you enroll people on a course and then when they're done with the course, you say to them, hey, congrats on finishing the course. If you really, really want to get results though, then you need to come and join this membership. There's a real chance some students, or even many students, may see that as a little bit of a bait and switch, especially if you have massively hyped up the course that they bought into. If you position your course as the ultimate solution to their biggest problem, everything they need in order to get results, in order to do X, Y, or Z, and then they buy the course, they complete it, and you say, well, actually, if you want to use what you've learned, if you want to implement, if you actually want to be able to put into practice what you've learned, now you need to join this membership. They might feel a little ripped off. They might feel a little let down. Because if you're selling something that's the ultimate solution, a part of that solution is actually putting it into practice. And so if you're promising or giving the impression that this should be included in the course, you're setting the expectation that someone will be able to solve their problem by the end of the course. And then you're telling them, okay, but actually putting the solution into practice requires you being part of this ongoing membership for implementation support. They've got a good right to feel like they've been ripped off a little. If someone buys a course on how to build and launch a website, then a student would have every reasonable expectation that when they finish the course, they will have actually built and launched a real working website, right? Join this course that will help you to launch an amazing website. It's a real expectation that you will have actually done that at the end. But if they come to the end of that course and you essentially say, okay, now you've learned all the theory and the strategy and the principles about websites, and now that we've taught you what the process for building a website is, if you want to learn how to actually implement this, and if you want to actually build and launch a website, then join our membership where we can support you with that. Well, that's a big time bait and switch. And that might sound ludicrous to you, but it happens. There are some very successful courses out there that have been out there a while that promise to help you achieve a certain specific outcome, but then the course only teaches you the what and the why. It gives you a lot of good information, but it doesn't help you execute. And you're then told that if you want the how, you've got to join the membership. So you, as an educator, as an online business person, as a course creator, a membership owner, you need to be careful about that, about managing those expectations and about how you communicate the connection between your course and your membership. If you're creating a back-end membership, it cannot be at the expense of actually delivering on expectations within your course itself. And lastly, one great benefit I want to mention to selling a membership alongside an existing course or courses is that it enables you to play around with different enrollment models. We talked before about the pros and cons of an always open membership versus a closed door membership that only opens a few times a year. But with this kind of approach, if you've got courses and memberships intertwined, you can actually have some of your cake and eat it too, and you can play around with different combinations of enrollment models. So you can have it so that your signature course is available to purchase all of the time, but the premium experience, if you're going for the simultaneous model, where they get access to a membership to give them some extras and give them more support as they go through the course, well, maybe that's something you only offer a few times a year, particularly if you're going to be offering more hands-on, maybe one-to-one or small group stuff in the membership. You might want to limit enrollment. So your course could be evergreen, but the premium version, the accelerator version, the enhanced version, the membership uses the closed door model with limited enrollment windows. Maybe they're both closed door. So maybe you just kind of synchronize the enrollment windows, you stagger them so that your course is only open for enrollment 2 or 3 times a year. And then 8 weeks after every course enrollment window, you have your membership enrollment window to obviously bring in the alumni from that course who are graduating. Or maybe your back-end membership is technically always open to alumni. So obviously your back-end membership is not open to the public, but it may be that as long as someone has completed your signature course, whenever it was, they can come along and join your membership anytime they want. So you can play around with this, you can experiment with this, and the way in which you approach your enrollment models will really depend on the specific ways in which your course and membership are connected. But you can get creative with the relationship between the two. You can test, you can experiment to see what works. All right, so I hope this episode has been useful if you are someone who has either traditionally sold online courses, or maybe you've got a course, signature course, and you really want to bring the membership world into your product ecosystem, but you just can't quite nail down how to make a big epic signature course for which you might be charging thousands work in coordination with a membership where typically you might be charging more like $50 or $100, maybe a couple of $100 for the most high-end ones. It isn't always obvious the best way of making those two different types of business models work, but I do hope today's episode has given a little food for thought. And of course, if you are kind of thinking, well, hold on, does this mean that just having a membership isn't the way to go? You know, is the new secret to doing online business having a course that feeds into a membership? Absolutely not. It is still perfectly valid. You can still be extremely successful in just having your membership as the singular core product that you offer. And indeed, that is the model we have at Membership Academy, with no plans whatsoever to spin off part of the Academy into an expensive $2,000 course. That's just not going to happen. I mean, you know, it's crazy to think you would teach memberships and not do it via a membership. It's a real head scratcher, that one. So this episode absolutely is not, you know, some harbinger of a major shift in the way people do business online. However, this is certainly one strategy, certainly one approach that you might want to explore if you are already selling signature courses and you just can't quite figure out how to add a membership into the mix. And if that's you, I do hope that you found the advice in today's episode useful. That is it from me. I'll be back again next week with another installment of the Membership Guys podcast. If you enjoyed this week's episode of the Membership Guys podcast, we invite you to check out membershipacademy.com. The Membership Academy is the essential resource for anyone at any stage of starting, growing, and running a membership website. Whether you're still trying to figure out what your idea is going to be, or whether your website's already up and running and you're just looking for ways to grow it and attract new members, then the Membership Academy can help you to get to the next level. With our extensive course library, step-by-step membership roadmap, exclusive member-only discount perks and tools, as well as our supportive, active community that will help you along the way with feedback, encouragement, and advice, the Membership Academy is the perfect place to be for anyone looking to start, manage, and grow a successful membership business. Check it out at membershipacademy.com.